Hey, I'm sorry, I'm running a bit late. I got stuck in...
We know we're nowhere close to being Peter Parker, but we sure do spin a good story, and today we're here to talk about Andrew Garfield's performance as Spider-Man and how the much-anticipated Amazing Spider-Man 3 was never given the green light for production. Andrew Garfield was surprisingly cast as Spider-Man because he was relatively unknown in the United States at the time. He had only appeared in a few British television shows and the 2010 film The Social Network. He was also much younger than other actors who had been considered for the role. This was a daring choice by filmmakers, but it paid off as Garfield was widely praised for his performance. Additionally, Garfield had a strong connection to the character as he was a fan of Spider-Man comics growing up.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man, does whatever a spider can.
Andrew portrayed a younger, more relatable version of the character, often displaying a light-hearted personality with that youthful and rebellious edge. His portrayal of Spider-Man was noticeably different from that of his predecessor, Tobey Maguire. He had a more naturalistic style of acting and was able to bring a great deal of emotional depth to the role. He also had a much more acrobatic approach to the stunts and action scenes, which made them feel more exciting and dynamic than previous iterations.
Before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thank you, and let's begin.
I can reset the system!
You can't be here right now. I'm not messing around. You can't be here right now. This is insane.
How the big project almost happened and never did. The infamous drama that unfolded during the Sony Gala event at Rio de Janeiro in 2014 was a result of a disagreement between Andrew Garfield, the actor playing the titular role, and the studio executives from the Sony Corporation. Strangely enough, it had to do with Garfield's last-minute withdrawal from a press conference. In the summer of 2014, Garfield and Kaz Hirai were scheduled to perform at a major Sony Gala celebration of the World Cup's conclusion in Rio de Janeiro. Both were meant to reveal that the Amazing Spider-Man 3 would be released in 2016. Garfield's representatives claimed that he arrived in Brazil later than anticipated and wasn't feeling well. He essentially decided to cancel his attendance at the Sony Gala event a few hours earlier as a result of these two circumstances. This last-minute modification significantly altered Hirai's presentation. In the end, no action was taken, and the event continued as planned. All of this was revealed in 2014, and Andrew Garfield got involved in a scandal when leaked emails revealed that he had declined to appear in a future Marvel Sony movie. The emails were part of the massive data breach of Sony Pictures and showed that Garfield had turned down a proposed role in a future Marvel Sony property. Some fans felt betrayed by Garfield's decision as he had previously been a vocal supporter of the Spider-Man franchise and had even portrayed a character in 2 feature films. Garfield later clarified his decision, stating that he had wanted to pursue other projects and that the role had not been the right fit for him. Even before this surfaced the news, it was reported that Garfield was unhappy with the direction the Spider-Man franchise was taken, and he was outspoken in his criticism.
I knew you'd come back.
Yeah, thanks for stepping up for me. You're the bravest kid I've ever seen.
The real reason behind Andrew Garfield being replaced. Spider-Man 3 was ultimately cancelled due to a disagreement between Sony and Marvel Studios, who had previously been working together to produce the film. Marvel was looking to expand their cinematic universe with the introduction of more superhero characters, while Sony wanted to focus on the existing Spider-Man characters. Ultimately, the two sides could not reach an agreement and the project was shelved. The entire drama with Marvel and Sony was shallow because it was mainly driven by the commercial interests of the two major players. Marvel saw an opportunity to acquire the rights to the Spider-Man character from Sony and capitalize on the popularity of the franchise. Sony, on the other hand, wanted to retain the rights and maintain control over the franchise. In the end, both companies were trying to get the best deal for themselves, but not necessarily what was best for Andrew. He was replaced by Tom Holland after Sony Pictures and Marvel Studios made a deal to reintroduce Spider-Man into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Garfield has starred as Spider-Man in The Amazing Spider-Man and The Amazing Spider-Man 2, but the 2 films had underperformed, and Sony was looking to relaunch the character. As part of the deal, Marvel Studios and Sony agreed to cast a new actor to play Spider-Man, and Tom Holland was eventually chosen for the role. Tom Holland was seen as a better fit for the character, as Holland was way younger than Garfield and had more of an energetic and lighthearted take on Spider-Man. He also had this strong physical presence and acting ability, which was better suited for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Additionally, Holland had more familiarity with the Marvel brand and its properties, which was seen as beneficial in building up the character for future films. He was able to bring a new take on the character while still remaining true to the character's comic book roots. Also, his age and relatability made him an ideal choice for the role.
You want me to come down there so you can kill me?
Yes!
I'll be right there.
Is Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man making a surprising return? At this time, there are no confirmed reports that Andrew Garfield will make a return as Spider-Man. However, there have been rumors that he might make a special appearance in an upcoming Marvel movie. It's still unclear if it will ever happen, but if it did, it would be a very exciting development. That surprise cameo that he had lying to us about finally came to life when we saw Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, who reprised their roles as Spider-Man in No Way Home 2021. It would be great to see Andrew Garfield return to the role of Spider-Man, and it would make for an interesting story considering the current state of the MCU. But all hope's not lost, because the last time Andrew was quizzed about his possible comeback, he talked about how much he loved Spider-Man and that he felt that there was way too many questions left unanswered for his Peter Parker, and to get some healing done to his character that's been through so much.
And I'm excited, and I think that Tom Holland is just the perfect Peter Parker and
Conclusion. We can all probably agree that Andrew did a beautiful job with his version of Spider-Man, where he was much more of a street-level superhero and was often seen slinging webs and engaging in physical combat with criminals on the streets of New York. Garfield's physicality and comic timing added to the character's relatability and charm. The actor was especially lauded for his ability to express the practical inner turmoil of a teenage superhero. Fans of the original comics praised Garfield's performance for its faithfulness to the source material. His performance as the iconic web-slinger was praised for its authentic and heartfelt performance. He was specifically chosen to play Spider-Man because of his versatility as an actor, as he has the ability to take on a variety of roles, ranging from comedic to dramatic. That's all for today, folks, and we hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to drop your opinion in the comment section below, and let us know what you'd like to see happen in the amazing Spider-Man 3. Until then, toodaloo! If you like our content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to us if you haven't already. Have a good one, and be safe. Thanks, everyone.